We're gonna start our Hartsville Tri-State Water Sewer and Utility Board meeting. Thank you all for making it here. We have a quorum. Let the minutes show that at this time, Mayor Jack McCall and your Lonnie Taylor are not here. I kind of got ahead. I wasn't even following the. Tommy, will you lead us in the invocation, please?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you this time, do your business, Lord. We pray that you give us wisdom above and beyond ourselves and serve this community and to be a blessing to those around us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
You all stand and we'll pledge the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Back to the agenda, roll call, let it show that Mr. Lonnie Taylor and Mayor Jack McCall are not here at this time. They're at another meeting, and we do have a quorum. Does anyone have any amendments or anything they'd like to add to our agenda for this evening? And I just was given the report that Mr. Taylor's stuck in traffic and that Mayor McCall will be here in just a few minutes. There is not any amendments to be made to the agenda. We'll follow this as it is written and go to approval for our meeting minutes from last month. Move to approve.
Second.
First on the floor by Ms. Harper and the second by White. All in favor, say aye, please. Motion carries. Next order of business is our approval for the financials, which are in your packet. We have a first on the floor for the financials. Second by Ms. Stafford. All in favor? I'm sorry, I should ask, does anyone have any questions, or any comments? All in favor, say aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Next order of business is our water loss report for October 2023 by Mr. Tommy McFarland.
We remember the very things. And it's, we're about 33 points, or 48.5 percent of this kind of like.
Anyone have any questions for the water loss report? Thank you for that. Next order of business is Mr. Ben White with Mid-10 Engineering is going to present his engineering report.
So the tank, that's our job, the tank's almost done. Tank is so busy on there. About 70 feet of water line. Acting. We had part of the project. Fence is up. Sites on. Project full length.
So that again, that last sentence, I didn't hear what you said.
Sites on. All the final touches up there with the fence, so it's around it. It's a homeland security and it has to be done. And problem's been done. So they're the contractor of the project, so Kim Brothers are still here, but he can explain. Down at the store. That's done. ARP has finally been approved. We've got our all the procurement took place, that's been taken care of. We've submitted our engineering agreement to them for approval. Who knows when that's coming? Thanks forever with them. Along with, we sit down and had a meeting with, Dina Jones, which is over the program. They are, now letting us submit as we have stuff ready, so it's not a stair-step process like they was gonna make it where you have a PDR in first. Then you can split plan space, and then you can do it, you know, X, Y, and Z. Now, they said as soon as you get something, send it to them, they'll get it to you for review. Then once you get all of them, and they're gonna approve it, then you can go and meet him. So that's kind of what it is. The PDR is not ready to go, called sewer system. That's how we're starting, because we need to get the flow monitors bid out as soon as possible. We're about to get into the wet period of the season. Usually January, you know, through May. And then you'll have your dry period, so we want a year's worth of data before we make a decision on where to go. So that's the first job that's getting done. And then we'll move on from there. We've got tank rehabs. I think is what they finally allowed us to do. They're smaller, like smaller tanks, smaller rehabs. We've got a water line extension. And then a sewer pipe. And of course, the water treatment plant is yeah, that's going to be extended. So we'll have to get the Corps of Engineers, we'll have to get the TDEC, and pretty much have a big meeting to get kicked off on that. And then we'll be designing that whole thing there in this project from now until 2026.
And I missed one of those. You've got 3 tank rehabs, 1 water line extension, and 1 water treatment plant design. What was the 4th one?
The sewer rehab, so whatever we find with those flow monitors, it could be anything from manhole. We're gonna go in and rehab manholes. It could be we put brand new manholes in. If they're leaking that bad, it can be point repairs. If there's one big leak, you know, one big hole in the pipe somewhere, we just do it. If it's a whole line, it's just a mess, and you can do a whole line replacement. So all that's coming from the data. Tommy's been gathering data for months and months on video. We're gonna get the video, flow monitor data, and what the flow monitor tells us, then we're gonna narrow down the videos and go from there. So we'll actually have a project. With that being said, we're selling 200,000 or 300,000 in that budget line item that we kind of had left over. So that's, we're playing with that too, and I'm seeing.
When was the first date for that flow monitor? When's the projected first date for that?
I'd like to get it out there.
Okay.
That all depends on, we're gonna get the PR submitted, and we've already got the plans and specs ready to go on it.
Okay.
I've got to meet with, Casimir is, I guess the sales rep, you can say, that does the flow monitors that we've had good success with. We're trying to pair those with y'all's census system. When we looked at doing this project, they said it's possible. So we gotta get that worked out, put in our bid specs. So Connie can read them.
Does the census folks offer the same thing?
No, they don't offer
Okay.
the flow monitor, the flow meters
Okay.
themselves. The flow meters put out a seal, so like a 420 milliamp or a pulse or something. And then you have another little box, which they sell, and they say they can convert that signal and send it to the census. So, it's technology based, and it's a little bit above me, but, like, I think it can be done. They're going to come out, you got your contractor that was part of that project, so somebody can come out once a week, they're gonna clean them. They're gonna calibrate them if they need it, and they're gonna pull the data and manually in place, and we'll get that. So we can keep track as we're going. Cause what you do is you put them in, I think we got 8 fixed locations, and then we're gonna take 8 more and put them in. Worst times, the worst photos are. So that only in years, you gotta get that out, so you're not just spending money everywhere and not getting any results. Any other questions on projects?
The ARPA funds were awarded last week and we were not recipients,
The competitive,
the competitive.
non-competitive is what we're talking about right now, those 5 projects. Competitive, yes, shall we not get the competitive, which was gonna be time on your neighboring, utilities to provide, either emergency connection or being able to sell water to them, so. I'm feeling about what they asked for, and they got denied, so. We did get them. Continuing my talk with ARP, so we gotta submit the PR, we going in, plan special ready to go once we get the Casimir with update our spec, it'll be ready to be turned in now, turn that in November, that's getting them 2 months to review and tell us what the next step will be. They'll be reviewing 2 documents, a PR and plans and specs. EDEC will do it in 30 days, but they're not public. The ARP part of the state is gonna be the people we're waiting on before they get us okay to get it.
And ARP is going through TDEC.
Yes, the ARP market, so. And EY, that seems to be the one that's asking lots of questions and slowing things down.
I did speak with our neighboring mayors and communities today, and they also stated that they were not awarded the request for that grant as well. So this wasn't something that it was just us that didn't. It was, apparently there were a lot that had pulled in and inquired and asked for a lot of money. So this brings us to a conversation of, we had also had a goal of like starting to hit other projects with these funds. So we'll need to come back and discuss that timeline again and on another day, but because there's a lot of water line extensions that we discussed in that and other tank rehabs. And I know a lot of them are little bitty OSHA things like that, like a lot of our write-ups on our elements were. There were some major rehabs that needed to be done, but there were also a lot of, I don't want to say petty because I shouldn't say, little smaller financial projects that needed to be done on the other tanks as well. And that was even prior to the line extensions through the county. Anyone have any questions for Mr. White? Thank you for your question. Next order of business we have on our agenda is our general manager report, and that is going to be offered by Tommy McFarland.
The only thing I was gonna give you an update was on the, MTAS, we're gonna start our study on January, the rate study. And we've got all the data except for, what we want to submit on projects. That's all the time we have. We've given everything they've asked for. We've been talking about these projects, so we need to decide, and sometime they'll come and visit with us. They'll come visit here and go over stuff. I don't know if they're gonna do that today, tonight, but if y'all wish me to ask them, I can ask them to come to the board meeting. See if y'all want to come. But they're at least gonna come here and visit with us to go over all the stuff that we've sent them and talk to us about the data. And, in between sometime, everyone work with y'all, figure out, what kind of projects we're gonna do. Or we want to submit in there for capital improvement projects to see how these rates are gonna plan out over time. This rate, I think they want to do a 5-year window. Trying to bump that up to 10-year window. We should be able to do that ourselves with the data. But that's the only thing I had to update you on. We are having to build a pump station to the tank to fill it. We're trying to do that at the water plant. To modify one of the high services, but it wouldn't work out, it wouldn't fit. It's too tight a spot, we couldn't make it work out. So we're having to put one in line at the site out there on 650. So we're in the works of getting that done. So that's something that we're working on. We should hopefully have it done in a few weeks. The pump's on its way. We had about pump, consider it was I consider it emergency, so I approved it. A pump be emergency and have it here, because that's what we feel with tank.
That's part of the regional scope.
Yeah.
It's our ability to.
Yeah, it was something that we thought we might have to do. But we were going to the water plant and make it where it's easier to operate from there. But. Yeah. But it is something we're working on, getting done, and we're done, we're gonna finish it up. And that's, I think that's all, and we're still working on the, I think we're gonna make some changes to our policy, or there's rules and regs about the debt collection. So I'm working on that, hope they'll be ready by the first of the year, so we can get somebody paid to do that.
I mean, I ain't gonna get caught out on Facebook anymore.
I don't think so, I haven't seen it. I'm not sure how many questions.
I was gonna ask about Mr. Ennis, had anyone called him about, some of the issues he was having out there?
But he had, issues at his home and took care of our insurance company. We had had a conversation lately, for the time check with it. We have modified the pump station. It is now, for what we talked about last time, it has, VFD controls in it. We'll operate, it's controlled where everything rolls pressure. You have a setting, and it didn't let that happen. As long as technology works, it works. And it's working. We put some air reliefs in and put in some new blow offs on the dead end lines that were not functioning. So what happened in that area? It'll not happen again.
What's likely to happen? What's likely to happen?
Yeah, let's not. As long as the technology works like it's, and technology can fail, but as long as it's doing its job, it should never happen. That would never happen. And we didn't realize that some of the people didn't call us till days later that they had air in their water. And that's one reason we went back out and put the air, it's such just a little device that lets the air out of the water as the line fills back up. If you don't have it, no air will condense in the line, it turns milky white. It's safe, it's not dangerous to you, it just looks like milk when it comes down. But those things will help keep that from happening, and help let the air go out. And we're still working on, Miss Emily's help, and we've been getting some of our route things set up in our accounts, and we hopefully have them done by the end of the year. And we might come up with a way to help call these zone areas, pick us on and do a text message. And we've always, for the last couple of years, have been trying to get people's emails and phone numbers and put them in their account. And that's where we'll pull their information from to call them, either by email or text. But we've been trying to gather that data for quite a while. It's even, I think on the bill, I think it asks if you would give that to us, we were asking people to update their contact information, and so we can have it. That's the purpose of that. When we get this set up, we can send them a message.
How many, a percentage of how many pay their bill online or automatically?
We've added quite a few, bank drafts, for sure. I think we got over 100,000 there.
107,000 this month in bank accounts. And then we've got people with credit cards where they set those up on top too. So, I mean,
It's a large volume.
I've been paying for it for years. Hell, I don't remember the last water bill I owed.
I write a check.
Just throw it away. Since I'm on board and I get free water.
Haven't seen that yet, so. Thank you. Mayor, do you have anything? Anybody else have anything?
Can I say something?
You are more.
Really?
Yes.
Tommy, I just want to tell you, I appreciate everything you and your department does, all of y'all. I'm proud to be associated with it. I don't do anything, but I am proud to be part of it. I tell everybody that our water department is second to none.
Appreciate it.
So go out and screw something up next week, make me look stupid.
Got another.
Last but not least, you have anything?
Good.
Anyone that does not have anything, I will take a motion for this meeting to be adjourned. Have a great evening.
Sweet. Where's the
Somebody-
refrigerator at?
Do you have one of these information, you can touch base with him and let him know you're.